Hi everybody, we are Mike and Brenda Baker, and today our title is Be Flexible.
All right, so as we said, we're talking about the 10 Commandments of the blended family. Being flexible. What's the number one rule in being flexible? Well, number one would be realizing it's not all about you.
Not even a little bit. The more that you can have the idea that others in your household are more important than yourself, the better your family is going to go, especially your marriage. Wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. Entirely too many times we picture flexibility meaning, why can't you just do what I need you to do?
Yeah.
Hey, look, I just need this. Hey, look, I just need this. And in truth, being flexible is something completely different. It's where you can bend what you need to do to the other things that need to be done around you.
Right. And, you know, when we as parents model an idea of selfishness, that it's all about us, the more our children are going to be the same way. And you don't want to do that because in the teen years, that is disastrous. So we highly encourage you to make sure that everyone else in the household, your actions and your words are lifting up the others in the household. Even if there's a problem, even if you get upset, you're really trying to be as positive as possible.
Which means putting your pet peeves aside.
Yeah.
Like mine, for instance, is last minute change. I absolutely detest last minute change. It will make me angry in a hurry. And it's something I've worked on for a long time. I mean, if I last minute change could be anything from, hey, we need to do this, and I've only got 5 minutes and it's a 15-minute activity. Okay, that doesn't go well. Or to the fact that I've left my Bible at the house, I'm only 5 minutes up the road. I refuse to turn around and get it. Refuse. That is a last minute change I won't make. But that kind of leads us into our number two, which Brenda will talk about.
So, ladies, a lot of the times what we try to do is we try to control every single little situation. And I'm here to tell you that that's not going to help your husband. It's not going to help your kids. So don't try to control the situations. And a lot of the times what I see with women is they try to control things more as they're feeling uncomfortable, or maybe they feel insecure about something. They're lacking some confidence. I see women, excuse me, really go toward trying to control things. That's not going to help anything. The biggest thing to remember is just deal with it. Talk with your husband. Tell him what's going on in your mind. Ask for some guidance and some encouragement. I mean, honestly, tell me if I'm wrong, but if I'm struggling with something and I ask you a question, does it help you to have more, does it help you to want to help me? Or,
if I know.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, if I know.
That was kind of, said a lot of
I think a lot of women, they tell their husband one time and then think he's got it. And, hate to tell you, but you're going to have to tell him more than once. It's not that it's not important. It's that he is very linear. So he's thinking about this one thing. He's thinking about this one thing. He's thinking about this one thing. And you throw something in on there and he looks at you and he says, yeah. And you're like, okay, he's got it. No. Because why? Because your thing didn't fall into any of the one things he's working on right that second. Okay, so it's not that he doesn't care. He's not female. He's not you. Everything doesn't connect to everything up there, all right? So, don't be afraid to make a note or ask him, say, all right, I see that you've heard me. How can I help you remember that?
Yeah.
Do you need me to write down for you when we put it on the calendar? Do you need me to punch it in your phone? Do you need me to, just take that extra step, and you'll find that you have to repeat yourself a lot less in that case.
And one of my pet peeves has always been repeating myself. I hate that. I still hate it, but I hate it less than I used to. And I've just realized that the more I can ask him that question that he just said, how can I help you to remember this? Or should I write it down for you? The easier it is, because he remembers and I don't have to repeat.
And it's not confrontational that way,
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Because what usually happens is something will be said, and then later on it's, hey, did you get that done? And the guy's like, you never told me that. And then you're like, oh, and then it's game on, and there's no flexibility at all anymore at that point. So that leads us into number 3. Men. Okay, so number 1 is it's not all about you. Number 2 had to do with the ladies and that you don't have to control everything. Yeah. Number 3, men, you need to learn to ask and adjust. Okay, what does that mean? It means that she's told you once, what are you doing to try and remember what she just told you? Now, she may say, hey, do you need me to write that down? Rather than getting grumpy about her asking you and thinking she's questioning your integrity, which she's not, adjust and say, that would be very helpful, and go back to what you were doing. Because she's actually not questioning you. She's just trying to offer up some assistance so that she doesn't have to repeat herself 8 times, which you and I both know she's going to have to do if she doesn't write it down. Okay, so it's like with Brenda. Brenda and I have literally had the conversation hundreds of thousands of times where she says, well, this, and this, and I'm like, we never talked about that. Oh, we talked about it, and then it's an argument, you know. And it doesn't have to be. And it wasn't that I didn't care. It was that I was just so involved in what I was doing at the time that wasn't the time to give me vital information, for one. And I didn't do anything to make the adjustment to make sure I remembered. So. Right.
And so Mike's not telling you ladies to be their mother.
No
Be
nagging.
careful with that. Nagging and mothering is not okay. It's never going to help your marriage. But just these simple little tips are going to take away diffuse situations that normally would have gotten you would have gotten upset with each other. And maybe your pet peeves are different than ours. They probably are. But this is just, kind of use this situation to try to, work around whatever your situation is. So.
Yep.
Anything else?
Nope.
Okay. All right. Well, that's it for today. We hope that this helped you, and it's a little bit less of a topic than the others, but it still is very vital to your remarriage, and it will help you if you'll just take these steps. If you have any comments or questions, please leave those below, and please subscribe. We've got lots of other really great content coming soon. We'll talk to you again soon. Bye.